going to show you guys how I made my delicious Mexican tacos. For the ingredients, we're going to need seasonings. We're going to need 2 guajillo chiles and 2 cloves of garlic. And we're also going to need some chuck roast beef. I'm going to add my water to my Instant Pot along with my beef, my chiles, my garlic, and my seasoning. I'm going to cover the top of the meat with water, and then we're going to let it cook for 18 minutes. As you see, it wasn't done yet, so I let it cook for another 18 minutes, and then once it was done, I shredded my meat. I poured over some delicious juices that the meat cooked in, and I warmed up my corn tortillas. Now I'm going to add my carne to my tortilla, and then we're going to add some cilantro and some onions. And on the side, I'm going to add some radish, some lime, and a jalapeno. And I'm also going to add some onion. And for the sides, I made arroz and frijoles. And this is how I made my delicious Mexican tacos. I hope you guys try this recipe. Follow me on everything. Adios! I'm going to show you guys how to make some easy and delicious nachos at home. We're going to need 2 pounds of ground beef, seasoning, cheese for the cheese sauce, butter, flour, and milk. And for the topping, we have pico de gallo, iceberg lettuce, and salsa verde. In a pan, I'm going to cook my meat. I'm going to break my meat down, and I'm also going to add in my seasonings. Here I add a little bit more of chili powder, cumin, and Mexican oregano. I'm going to also add in a little bit of salsa verde to give it more flavor. Now I'm going to make just a simple cheese sauce. I'm going to add my butter, my flour, mix that together. I'm going to add my milk and my cheese. I'm going to gradually add the cheese in there, and I will be posting a full video on this recipe. I'm going to add some chips, cheese, ground beef, pico de gallo, lettuce, and salsa verde, and sour cream. And this is how my nachos came out. I hope you guys try this recipe. Follow me on everything. Adios! I'm going to show you guys how I made my delicious chalupas. You're going to need ground beef, half of an onion, 1 tomato, 1 chopped jalapeno, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, chicken bouillon, Mexican oregano, cumin, paprika, and chili powder. I'm going to saute my vegetables until they're soft, and next I'm going to add in my ground beef. You can use any meat that you want, ground beef, ground turkey. I'm going to add in my seasonings and chop my meat and sit it to the side. Once it's done, next I'm going to fry my chalupa bread, and if you guys want to know how I made it, I'm going to post a video on my channel so you can watch it there. Next, I'm going to just add in my meat, my lettuce, my tomatoes, and I'm going to add in some homemade salsa verde. I'm also going to add some sour cream, mozzarella cheese, and I'm going to top it off with more salsa verde. And this is how I made my delicious chalupa. Hope you guys make this recipe. Follow me on everything. Adios! I'm going to show you guys how I made my honey buffalo glazed chicken sandwich. I'm going to start off with 2 cups of flour, seasoning. I'm going to use 1 cup of buttermilk, some ranch seasoning. I'm going to pour the buttermilk onto my chicken breast. I'm also going to add half of the ranch and half of the seasoning. And I'm going to mix that and let it marinate. I'm going to add the rest of the seasoning and the flour except the ranch. Now I'm just going to make my honey buffalo glaze. I'm just going to add some hot sauce, butter, honey, and lemon juice. Now it's time to fry. I'm going to dip my chicken into my flour batter, and I'm just going to fry it until it's golden, crispy, and done. Now I'm just going to add the glaze to my chicken. I'm going to add some ranch to my toasted bun and some jalapenos. I hope you guys try this recipe. Follow me on everything. Adios. I'm going to show you guys how I made my delicious carne asada loaded potatoes. I just added some olive oil and salt to my potato and poked holes in it. I placed it in the oven on 420 for an hour and a half or until it was done. To my meat, I'm going to add some onion powder, garlic powder, chicken bouillon, cumin, Mexican oregano, and chili powder. I'm also going to add some cilantro, garlic, and lime juice. I'm going to set it to marinate. I'm going to remove the filling from the potato and add it to my bowl. I'm going to add in some cream cheese, butter, sour cream, and mozzarella cheese, along with some salt and pepper. And I'm just going to mix until it's smooth. I'm going to add the filling back into all of my potatoes, and I cooked my carne asada. I'm going to add my carne asada on top, add some cheese, and I'm going to place it in the oven until it melts. I'm going to add some pico de gallo, salsa verde, and some guacamole. And this is how I made my loaded potatoes. Follow me on everything. Adios. I'm going to show you guys how I made this huge, delicious shrimp sandwich. We're going to start off by toasting our bread. And I'm going to toast my bread in butter until it's golden brown like this. Once my bread is done, I'm going to cook my shrimp, and I'm going to add some onion powder, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, black pepper, lemon pepper seasoning, and salt. And I am doing a full video with all of the measurements and everything that I used. I'm just going to add some sauce down. I'm going to add some sliced lettuce, some avocado, and at this point it's kind of reminding me of a torta, but we're just going to add our shrimp, and this shrimp is seasoned perfectly. It's so delicious. I'm going to add some sliced jalapenos, some sliced onions, and this is how my delicious shrimp sandwich came out. It was super delicious and fulfilling. You guys could take this for lunch, dinner, or for breakfast. I hope you guys try this recipe. Share this video with your family. Follow me. Adios.